Hey guys, not unlike Eeyore on my shirt, I'm sad. I haven't seen you in a few days, which means I haven't been able to tell you how snatched your waist has been looking. And I'm sorry I haven't been there, but I just want you to know. All right, but yes, we're back, and we are back to Reddit. We're back to Reddit. If you guys have any other videos you want me to do on this channel, let me know. But this has actually quickly become my comfort channel. I love doing this. I just love reading and yapping and then yapping with you guys in the comments and stuff. So, but if you guys have other ideas for me to do on this channel, let me know. But yeah, as of right now, I'm loving doing this. So without further ado, let's get into it, all right? I, 35 male, was caught using AI to write wedding vows, and partner, 34 female, walked out. What do I do? Wow, people are so silly. I, 35 male, recently had a wedding with my partner, 34 female. We've had a stable and happy relationship so far, and I love her more than anything in the world. The problem arose when it came to writing vows. Don't get me wrong, I love many things about my partner, but I couldn't figure out how to put them into tangible vows. I have so many things to say, I'm gonna wait. I decided to use ChatGPT so I can have something well written and expressive to share at the ceremony. It's just like... My dearest future wife, dash. I love you, dash. More than anything in the world, dash. If you haven't ever used ChatGPT or something, you can immediately tell someone's using ChatGPT with how many dashes are in it. The thing about my partner is that she's very confrontational and no nonsense. If something annoys her, she immediately addresses it with no room for backing out. I am jealous. I wish I was her. I also know that she's expressed disdain for AI in the past, but I didn't realize how far the hatred could go. Oh, so you thought using the thing that she has a disdain for would be okay in your wedding vows? I'm on her side immediately, by the way. I don't know how, but she immediately recognized that the vows were AI. It's the dashes, I bet. After I had finished, she had this angry look and whispered to me, "Did you use fucking AI to write that?" I was quiet because I couldn't believe she had noticed that. Oh, I wish they were in here for us to read. And she was choosing to address it while we were on full display for everyone. Good! She then said that either I speak from the heart or she walks out. I literally couldn't get any words out, and she kept her promise and walked back down the aisle, much to all our friends and family's confusion. This woman is my hero, dude. She's been ghosting me these past few days, which is atypical for her and honestly giving me panic attacks. Most people agree that calling off a marriage because of AI vows was an overreaction. No, I think it was the cherry on top of something else. I think it was the cherry on top of a shit cake that you've been making over the past however many years. And this was, yeah, the rotten cherry on top, I bet. Most people agree that calling off a marriage because of AI vows was an overreaction and that maybe it was a sign that our relationship would have issues. But a few female friends have said that they would have done the same. I'm hurt and honestly just needed it to help make the day more special. Is it worth fixing? Is it? You're asking me? I'm a straight... Do you think it's worth fixing? This is just ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Dude, there's so much more to this. You didn't listen to her after she said she hates AI. You used it on the most special day of your whole marriage, potential, like one of the most special days of your life, because you couldn't think of words in your small little pea brain to say to your beautiful wife. I can't imagine being with you. I think she dodged a bullet, because I don't think this is like all of it. I don't think it's like, oh, I just wrote her AI vows and she left. I think there's more to this and we're just not getting that context. But we do have an update, but let's read. There's a consensus here at the bottom, so let's read that. People tell him he fucked up massively, question the love for his fiance if he can't think of one thing to write, and ask about the state of society if wedding vows are now written with AI. I agree. What do you guys think though? Am I going overboard? I don't know. They also want to see the vows to laugh at OP. He does not deliver. I really wanted to see them. We have an update though, 2 months later, so let's read it. I honestly wasn't planning to do an update after all because of how humiliating this entire situation has been. Oh, how humiliating for you. Like you humiliated her, how you couldn't even think of vows to say in front of everyone. I didn't want to give more of a reason for people to rip me apart, but now that my story is posted on a popular YouTube channel, oh, I wonder who else read it. Ooh, now you're on too. Hi, wave to the camera. There probably won't be much of an escape route for me. There's no doubt people we know will find it now, so I wanted to give the short update everyone has been itching to get. Oh, at least we get the update on this channel, you know? I hope one of his friends sees this, or better yet, his ex-fiance. I did what I said previously and told her about the Reddit post and how the replies gave me her perspective and that I was sorry. She ended up getting even more angry with me about posting our business. This guy's got... Oh, he just put some expired whipped cream on that cherry, I tell you what. Even though our names weren't mentioned, and that she couldn't believe I needed online strangers to tell me how wrong I was. Or to tell me why I was wrong. Dude, do you want me to give you the shovel? Also, apparently my mom was texting her about paying back all the wasted wedding money, and she used that against me too. Which I don't think is fair. I have no control over what my family does. Snacks and flowers didn't do much. She refused to give me another chance. Oh, you gave her snacks, you gave her some Cheetos and some carnations and you thought that was gonna fix it? You fuck. Sorry, I'm angry today. She refuses to give me another chance even after offering going to couples counseling. So yeah, the wedding is never happening again. It's over. This has been the more horrendous time in my life. I've thought about giving up altogether. Well, you shouldn't do that, obviously. You know, you fucked up. You fucked up and you need to own that. And you need to stop looking at yourself as the victim of all this. The first thing you should have done is just apologize profusely. Probably not have posted this. And yeah, you know, I mean, consequences for your actions. And I know it's probably a really tough time, but you gotta just own your shit, keep moving on, bud. You gotta keep moving on. Meanwhile, she's posting about brunch with friends on her social media. Yeah, she's gonna keep living her life. She's allowed to do that. You can block her. You can not look at her stuff. You don't have to do that. Don't keep torturing yourself. It makes me wonder how she could move on that fast while I'm a wreck. Well, I think this was a long time coming because there were other things going on. And you know, we don't hear both sides of the story. Maybe there's some other crazy thing happening, but it seems like given the lack of care and one of the most important things you're ever going to say to your future wife, I'm going to safely assume that there was other things leading up to that were making her upset. That's just a hunch though. People have accused me of not caring about her enough to write my own vows, yet the difference in our actions to splitting up says the reverse. No, see, come. You're sad because you fucked up and she called you out on it and decided that she deserved better, right? And then she doesn't feel as bad because she realized she dodged a bullet. She's not with somebody who doesn't care enough to write his own vows for her. So does that make sense? Okay. Glad we figured that out. The fact his mom was bothering her and he was like, well, I can't control what she does, and the fact he described her as confrontational makes me think AI vows were the tip of the iceberg. Yeah, exactly. The mom's probably in there. The whole family's she's probably just like, you know what? I don't need this. Under that comment, it says the entire story has, quote, she left me because I didn't do the dishes, unquote, vibe to it. I'm happy for her. Yeah, it really does. It really does. It really does. Next comment says it really does, especially the part where he said he knew she hated it, Gen AI, but he didn't understand that it meant that much to her, i.e. I knew she hated it, but I thought I could get away with doing it anyway. 100% it's the divorced guys who are like, I knew she was unhappy, I just didn't think she'd leave me over it. So true. Yeah, it's just like, you know, I don't know. Like, I know I'd never take out the trash and she's angry about that, but I didn't think she'd leave me over that. Like, I didn't think she'd leave me over my weaponized incompetence. Like, I don't understand that. I'm pretty sure this is the straw that broke the camel's back situation. Yes, it is horrendous to find out your fiance was too lazy to say a few words from the heart about you, but if he otherwise was great and was truly sorry, this could end up being a funny story. I agree completely. Freaked out and like not sounding smart enough or not sounding... You could laugh at it. You could laugh. It would suck a bit, but you could be like, oh my God, like, come on, dude. But yeah, it's just too crazy. It's too ridiculous to like be like, no, there's nothing else going on. There's definitely something else going on. But he was probably phoning it in many aspects of the relationship, and this was just too much and too hurtful. 100%, that's what I think as well. What do you guys think? Am I overreacting? I'd be overreacting a lot lately, I'll tell you what. But let's move on to the next one. Okay, let's overreact to the next one. All right, next up, I, 23 female, keep having sleepovers with my friend, 24 male, but nothing ever happens, and I'm so confused. I, 23 female, have this friend, 24 male, let's call him Matt. We're both international students. We met during a welcome event for new students in August 2024. before. We're from the same country, so we started talking and became friends instantly. He's conventionally attractive, and honestly, I was into him the moment I saw him. But at the time, I was in a relationship, so I never acted on it. I eventually broke up with my boyfriend around the end of the year because long distance just wasn't working anymore. Matt has been single since we met, and he is attracted to women. Just to clear that up. Okay, immediately I was gonna be like, is he gay? You know, but we cleared that up, so we know. Anyway, we're part of a small friend group, 3 guys, including him, 1 other girl, and me. We used to hang out almost every weekend, cook dinner, drink, and chill. So it's pretty normal for me or Matt to go to each other's places. One night, this happened around March 2025, everyone left early and it was just Matt and me. We kept drinking and talking until like 3 a.m. and since it was too late for him to go home, he crashed at my place. My apartment is super small, with basically just a bed and a tiny couch, a closet, and a desk. So we ended up sharing the bed. It was super awkward, but nothing happened. He left in the morning and we never talked about it. I was a bit confused because he didn't even try anything, but at the same time, I felt really safe and respected. Yeah, immediately I would be like, oh, like that's really refreshing. You know, that's wow. I didn't get like groped in the middle of the night while I was sleeping. That wow. What I didn't expect was that it wouldn't be the last time. We've had multiple sleepovers since then, either at my place or his, and still nothing happens. Like literally nothing. We just talk, drink, play card games, and sleep. After a few nights like that, I asked if he's ever done this kind of thing with another girl, and he said no, which made it even weirder. Of course, I haven't had these kind of sleepovers with my male friends either, but as I mentioned at the beginning, I am attracted to Matt, and I wouldn't mind if something did happen with him. However, I'm really shy and I never make the first move. Oh, is this just 2 really shy people? Maybe it's just 2 really shy people. Maybe he's scared. Maybe he does want you to make the first move. Maybe he's a real gentleman. Wow, so few out there, I swear. At this point, it feels like we've slipped into this weird brother-sister dynamic. He doesn't even step out when I change my clothes or shower, like it's the most normal thing. So what's going on here? Are we just really close friends? Is he not attracted to me? Or is he just being respectful and waiting for me to do something? For context, I'd say I have a cute face and an average body. He's definitely more attractive than me, but I don't think I'm unattractive either. You just need to talk. I know it's so hard. I know it's so hard and it's easy for me to be like, just ask. But I feel like there's very subtle ways where you can just ask. And it might mean that you don't have that friend anymore, but it's better than just living in this weird limbo where like maybe you both really like each other, but you're both too scared to make a first move. And you're just like, what are you gonna live in this weird platonic limbo forever when you guys like each other? Or he's maybe into somebody else, or maybe he's just not into you and he's just like really likes you as a friend. And you just need to go into it like accepting that at first. So, you know, you don't give your hopes up. I think like, it's just like, hey, like we've been having these sleepovers and I don't know, how would you go about this? Shit, how would you go about this? And you don't want to make the first move either and then just get like, and he's like, whoa, no, because that's just crushing. That's crushing. Dude, I feel bad for guys sometimes because that's like kind of expected, but oh my goodness. But maybe I would just maybe start by just being a little, I know you're shy, but maybe somebody's got to be a little flirty or something. See if he gives it back, and if he doesn't, I don't know. Shit, I don't know. I don't know how to flirt. I don't really know how to flirt. I don't even know how I'm married, to be honest. I have no idea. Let's just read the comments. I'm so curious. Expecting a post from him tomorrow. Quote, I keep inviting this girl for sleepovers, but we still haven't done anything. I'm confused, unquote. That's what I think. I think you're both just really shy because like for a guy to sleep over that much, it's just, I mean, I feel like he wouldn't be doing that if he was into somebody else, unless he's a piece of shit. But then if he's a piece of shit, I feel like he'd be making a move. You know what I mean? So I feel like he's a gentleman. He really likes you, and you both are just really shy. That's my guess. Here is an angle. He's a respectful dude, and he's a guest in your apartment. He does not want to risk making a move on you to make you uncomfortable in your own home and maybe risk not being invited back. You probably have to make the first move. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. You kind of just gotta put yourself out there a little bit. And you don't need to do anything like physical. It's just like say something. It's like, oh my gosh, like your hair is so shiny. I don't know. Wow, how the fuck? But luckily, we have an update. So let's read the update, okay? Hey everyone, this was my first ever Reddit post and my first time doing an update too, so sorry if I messed it up. I just wanted to say a huge thank you to everyone who commented and took the time to give me advice. I honestly didn't expect so many thoughtful responses. They really helped me see things more clearly. The general consensus seems to be that I need to stop overthinking and actually talk to him. Yes, queen, yes. So that's what I'm doing. I'm planning to invite him over for dinner at my place later this week, and I'll try to be honest about how I feel and see where it goes from there. I'll update again once that happens. And we have another update. I wanted to give an update because your advice honestly pushed me to do something I would have kept avoiding. On Saturday evening, I texted Matt saying I needed to talk about something. Originally, I wanted to do it in person, but I chickened out. That's okay. She's all of us, to be honest. So I just went for it and asked him how he felt when we slept together. He was confused at first, understandably. So I clarified and told him I enjoyed those moments moments because I'm actually attracted to him. Wow. Bold, and I love it. Then I asked again how he felt. I'm scared. I don't want to read. You read next. I don't want to read it. Just kidding. I'll read it. He told me that the first time we slept together, I had recently broken up with my ex and he didn't want to take advantage of that moment. He's a gentleman. He's a gentleman. And the other times, he was just trying to be respectful. He's a gentleman. He's a gentleman. He literally said, I am loyal to you always. Yes! I love respectful love. Okay, after that, we decided to talk properly in person the next day. We already had plans to go to a friend's place on Sunday, so we met there. It was super awkward for me to see him after confessing my feelings, but he was completely normal. After the hangout, he drove me home, and that's when the real conversation happened. I told him I was into him from the moment I saw him, and that my feelings grew stronger as we got closer. He said he likes me too, smiley face. And admitted there was always tension between us, even when we hang out with the group. He explained that he never asked me out because of my ex at first, and later because he thought I had something going on with other guys. He didn't know he was the one. Anyway, we agreed the past is a past. I asked how he wants to move forward and if he's ready for something more. He said yes, and that he wants to get to know me in a different way. So I kissed him finally, and the rest is history. Smiley face. I'm so happy for you guys. You have no idea. You have no idea how happy this stranger of a woman is for you. I'm so happy for you. Oh, he waited after you broke up with your boyfriend to give you space. And then he waited even longer because he didn't want to assume and because he's a respectful man. That makes me so happy. Wow. Oh, I guess we'll read one more. I guess am I the asshole for cheating on my wife? I'm gonna go ahead and say yeah, but maybe not. I don't know what in quotations cheating means. Let's see. So, some background. I, male, 35, and my wife, 34, female, have been happily married for 11 years, have a child together, and I'm desperately in love with her. We both practice Christianity and are very devout to our beliefs. Recently, my wife has been quite busy with work and school, and she's finishing up her degree to be a lawyer, and then she has been studying for the bar exam. She has been heavily invested into her studies, studying most weeks for nearly 25 hours on top of her full-time job and interning. My gosh, she's badass. Okay. I know this can make me seem a little bit of a bum in comparison of her, but please know I'm also working full-time in addition to multiple side hustles. Life is expensive living in Cali. I say all this to help understand the cheating, quote unquote. One day we were having a busy morning. I was getting my son out the door to school and she was rushing around to get to work. After my son got in the bus, my wife left for work right after him. I had the morning off. I was feeling a little frisky, so I pulled out my phone and pulled up a spicy video my wife and I made about 7 years ago during intimacy. Oh, okay, so it's your wife. It is your wife. Okay. I'm back on the train tracks right now. All right, so here I am watching the video and beginning to, you know what? The sound then disconnects. Oh my God. Later finding out my wife had come back home to get her phone and it connected to her car audio. I'm sorry, it shouldn't be funny, but it's kind of, I mean, it's your wife. I then fix the sounds, so I go back to doing the TV. He didn't even care. Or maybe he just didn't notice, I guess. As I'm finishing, my wife walks in on me, furious. She asks me what the heck I was doing and how could I do this to her. I sat there ashamed, but a little confused, and after her ranting rage, I said I didn't see what the big deal was. She said, you're watching porn and doing the deed to yourself. Then went off on a short tangent about knowing I wasn't attracted to her anymore. Oh, because it was from 7 years ago? Is that what she's saying? I then flipped my phone to her to show her the video I was doing the teaching. Okay, so she didn't know it was her. She then was furious with me still. I said I still find her incredibly attractive and find her even more beautiful now. Actual truth compared to the 7-year-old video. She then insisted I was cheating on her because I was doing that to myself without her. I sat there naked, shocked. Just like dick in hand with the phone. But it was you on the phone. I asked her how I was cheating. She then said because sex is to be a together act. I asked her if she thought, what he's doing to himself was wrong, and let her know that there have been times during intimacy that, that act was an act we did. She said that it wasn't wrong, but that it still needed to be done together. I explained to her that I didn't see anything wrong with it. I wasn't watching other women and would rather be doing the deed with her than watching the video, but I was just feeling backed up and that it has been a few weeks. She then was furious and essentially left for work. So here I am wondering what I did. I asked her why she agreed to make the video then and what she thought I was doing with it. She got more mad and then went to work. So here I sit wondering, am I the asshole? Listen, everybody has different boundaries and all these types of things and relationships. And I mean, you guys have been together for 11 years. I feel like, I don't know how, if you've been keeping your time with yourself from her for 11 years, but she'd have to know that you're doing something, maybe. This is like a very personal thing. I can't really say whether you are or you're not, because I don't know if you guys like agreed to something before you got together. The fact that you were watching your wife, and it was made in a consensual video that she knew that you had, makes it better, you know? But again, this is like really personal. I'm gonna put myself in her shoes, and you know, she's really busy. She's been working a lot, and you guys haven't been intimate in a while, and maybe she's just feeling that although she's working really hard and doing all this stuff, that maybe she's upset that you wouldn't ask her or do something with her, maybe like that morning or the night before, something like that. Or maybe she feels like she's not good enough in a way, even though it is her, like you're doing that to yourself and you guys haven't been intimate in a while. There's a lot of different angles. She could feel like she's not good enough, or that maybe she's feeling guilty that she hasn't done something when she shouldn't be guilty at all. But you know, there's a like whirlwind of things that can go through your head, and maybe she was just speaking out of just raw emotion because there's a lot going on. It's the morning. I'm sure she's got a lot of stress on her mind. And for you, I mean, you just see it as like, oh, here's my beautiful wife and I'm feeling like this, and you're not really thinking it's that deep. But for her, she's thinking probably a lot deeper than that. But I think you just need to have another conversation when she can kind of think through it. And I know this is obviously in the past now, but yeah, just let her simmer and think on all that stuff, and then you come to her very level-headed, not confrontational at all, not like it's her problem, but just come at it from like, hey, this is and I know you already had this discussion, but just say it again. Be like, I want this to be as open as possible, and I don't want you to feel in any way like, what are you feeling right now? Just really take the time to understand why she feels like that, and that's the only way you can move forward with this. Because I don't want to call anybody an asshole in this situation, because it's just so much deeper than that and so much more personal. I'm curious what the comments say. It's Reddit. They're going to be pretty straight up. Not the asshole. She's nuts. That's not cheating by any reasonable definition. Okay, yeah, let me talk on that. Again, it's so personal, but I don't think it is personally. In fact, I'd be like, nice. Right? Look, my husband has a higher libido than I do. I'm treating my interest as equivalent to my wife's physical absence here, because either way we are putting out on demand. I feel like it's unreasonable for me to be bothered by him taking matters into his own hands if I'm not going to be involved in the process at the moment. And you know, I mean, he established that they're of the Christian faith, and you know, there's different levels to that, and that's a whole other can of worms. Not that it's a bad thing at all. It's just like some people are more, you know, strict about their intimacy, and some people are more open with it. There's a whole spectrum and stuff. So a lot of people in the comments are just saying it's because of that, which maybe, but we don't know for sure. She's not nuts. She's frustrated. She misses your intimacy too. This is kind of what I think. This is kind of what I'm picking up on. But because she's so involved with her own commitments, she probably doesn't know how to express it or even realize that she's needing. I don't think she was even actually pissed. I think she was overwhelmed, and when she saw that, it was just a shock to her system, and she felt inadequate at the moment. This is a way better way of saying it, but that's what I think. Like, she's not making you happy. She realized that your intimacy has suffered and probably felt guilty about it subconsciously, so she lashed out. I do. I really think that's it. Humans are very complex. I think if you go to her and try to talk about how it made her feel and what you were feeling, as well as your intentions in the moment, it might come to a beautiful realization that you both just miss each other. Relationships are hard. People get emotional. Sometimes a little compassion goes a long way. That's exactly what I said. And you know, maybe it's something else, but this is kind of, I feel like, the most logical explanation based off of what he gave us, the information that he gave us. And a lot of people agree with that. A lot of people agree, like, very insightful comment. I'm basically taking credit. Thank you. I don't think we have an update of any kind, unfortunately. Yeah, that's a tough one, but let me know what you guys think. I think it might just be I think it's funny a little bit. Like, connecting to the car and you're walking in on you naked. It's It's kind of funny. But also, I feel like it's just a lot of stress and a lot of doubling down and a lot of just shock. And I think it'll probably fizzle out. You guys can talk about it and it'll be fine. You guys have been together for 11 years. I think it'll work out. But if for whatever reason it doesn't, then that's fine. Because I feel like in the eyes of most people, that would not be cheating. But what do I know? I'm just a stupid YouTuber, okay? You guys let me know in the comments. Until then, I will see your beautiful face. Okay. Bye.